Good evening, everyone. I believe your AIB का exam went well because we have seen that students are happy. Last year की तरह paper is not there. The paper का analysis, that how is the first reaction of the students, उसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे in this video. कि what is the level of the questions? Is it from easy to moderate or it is too easy? Yeah, difficulty level is high. Regarding the subject, we'll see what is the first prima facie reaction of the students. और आपसे भी ये गुजारिश है कि how your paper went, you please write in the chat box, क्योंकि after this video at 6 o'clock दोबारा हम आपसे मिलेंगे and in that video detailed analysis of the question paper will be there, जहां पर आपको क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करके बताया जाएगा कि what is the probable answer of those question. So if we see the question paper, so the level of the question paper is easy to moderate, and that is easy to moderate. And subject wise also we have done the analysis. अगर आप देखोगे question from the civil procedure code, they are easy in nature, but आसानी से you can tackle those questions. If we talk about professional ethics or contract law, so these are the areas जहाँ से question were direct and very easily you will be able to do it. This we suppose, लेकिन we invite your reaction also, क्योंकि आपका जितना feedback मिलेगा तो हमारे लिए भी easy होगा to tell you कि what will be the probable cut off, मतलब that maximum marks कितने जा सकते हैं. और as prima facie we have seen, जैसे for example if you see a question that is question based on IPC, so they have asked regarding the offense of criminal conspiracy as defined under section 120A of the Indian Penal Code 1860, which of the following statements is legally accurate? It means they are asking about criminal conspiracy, which is one of the inchoate offense. Inchoate offense means it is incomplete offense. तो offense हो ना हो, liability of the conspirator will be there. If me and you agree to murder X, लेकिन हमने कुछ नहीं किया, we were busy in solving the paper, और आप you were eagerly waiting for the second video, we have done nothing. क्या हम लोग liable हो जाएंगे for the offense of criminal conspiracy as provided under the IPC of section 120 के अंदर? Answer is yes. तो let us see four statements में से कौन सा statement appears to be correct, because they are asking which of the following statement is accurate. First option they have given, the mere agreement between parties is sufficient to constitute the offense if the intended crime is punishable by death or rigorous imprisonment. B, a minimum of 5 persons must participate to satisfy the legal definition. C, a solitary individual's mere intention to commit a crime even without an agreement with the others is sufficient for a conviction. And the last option they are giving, it is a substantive offense that is legally barred from being charged in conjunction with substantive crime. So what is the actus reus for the offense of criminal conspiracy? Mere agreement. तो बिना agreement के तो offense हो ही नहीं सकता. And they are providing in option C, even without an agreement with others. In criminal conspiracy, we need at least 2 persons to be there. तो criminal conspiracy के लिए at least 2 persons are required. One cannot conspire with itself. लेकिन हाँ, on technical grounds we can punish the one person. अगर evidence है हमारे पास कि somebody else have conspired with the other person, and suppose that other person is absconding, or he has been granted pardon, or he has turned into government approver, then in that technical grounds के case में even one person could be convicted, provided there is an evidence, manifest evidence कि कम से कम 2 लोग तो involve हैं. तो सी ऑप्शन इज वोंट बी करेक्ट. तो कौन सा ऑप्शन सही लग रहा है? फर्स्ट वन, द मियर अग्रीमेंट, क्योंकि व्हाट इज द एक्ट ऑफ रियस? इट इज द अग्रीमेंट ओनली. बिना अग्रीमेंट के तो क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी का ऑफेंस होगा ही नहीं. टू और मोर पर्सन अग्री or cause to be done. Two or more person either they agree themselves or they cause to be done by some other person. What? Offense, or what is prohibited by law, or what is actionable wrong. लेकिन offense के केस में nothing else is required. Whereas proviso to 120A says कि agreement के साथ साथ act or illegal omission is also required in persons of it. So it is just option number A which appears to be correct. अगर हम दूसरे क्वेश्चन की बात करें, विच इज फ्रॉम जूरिस्प्रूडेंस, दे हैव रिटन इन रोमन जूरिस्प्रूडेंस द कॉन्सेप्ट सिमिलर टू रूल ऑफ लॉ वाज रेफर्ड टू एज. ऑप्शन रूल ऑफ लॉ को कैसे हम रोमन लॉ में रेफर करते हैं? जस जेनिटम, जस नेचुरले, लेक्स रेजिना और जस सिविले. So it is just naturally, because just naturally means it is natural and it is one of the principle of natural justice. That rule of law should be there, supremacy of law should be there. So this question also appears to be easy one. So if we see subject wise, so CPC का questions appears to be of easy level. अगर हम professional ethics, contract law की बात करें तो they are also put under the easy level. But if we talk about the constitutional law, family law, क्वेश्चन का लेवल है from easy to moderate. And if we see evidence act and the new law of Bharatiya Sakshi Adhiniyam or BNS and the corresponding old law of Indian Penal Code, or it is the CRPC or the corresponding new law of Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, or it is the property law पे क्वेश्चन. So it is the moderate level का paper में questions are there. So this is the first reaction what we Drishti team has evaluated after your paper. Now I would like to ask you to please write in the chat box कि how your paper went, what was the difficulty level, so that it is easy for us to evaluate in accurate way में कि how exactly was the paper. And as I told you, we will be meeting at 6 p.m. to do the detailed analysis of the paper. So I'll request you all to be there sharp at 6 p.m. We'll come with the analysis. In chat box you can write your message and you can tell how your paper went. Few students whom our team has met, so they were happy in that sense कि it is not too much conceptual as it was there in the last AIB का exam, AIB 20 में, जहाँ they have given too much on calculation, it was more conceptual. So they were happy कि they are making their name in the AIB qualified students में. What is your reaction? Do tell us, because when you see the questions are not too tough. हाँ, एकदम easy नहीं है. It is easy to moderate. For such person, for example, they have asked the question on CRPC. A magistrate of second class passes a sentence of 1 month imprisonment. The accused want to appeal. Based on the CRPC, which of the following is true? The accused is entitled to file an appeal before the court of session. An appeal lies only if a fine was also imposed. The accused may prefer an appeal directly to High Court. No appeal is maintainable in this specific instance. तो यहाँ पर you need to check. ये अगर you don't know कि where to search, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि आप सर्च करो पावर ऑफ द मैजिस्ट्रेट में, देयर यू वोंट बी गेटिंग इन चैप्टर नंबर 2 जहाँ पे मैजिस्ट्रेट की पावर इज देयर. तो यहाँ पर वी कैन से यस इट इज इजी टू मॉडरेट. इफ यू सी दिस क्वेश्चन, इफ वी सी अनदर क्वेश्चन दैट इज Under the provision of section 362 of the IPC, which of the following is not a mandatory legal requirement ingredient to constitute the offense of abduction? Compelling or inducing a person to move from one place to another. This was the first option. Second was the employment of physical force or use of deceitful means. Third, the classification of the act as a continuing offense. And the last one, the person abducted must be a minor. It means they are asking कि abduction as provided under 362 of the IPC, उसके respect में कौन सी information false है. तो abduction, simpliciter is no offense unless it is done for some unlawful purpose. And when a person is said to be abducted, जब हम force या violence का इस्तेमाल करके will ask either by using of force or by deceitful means. If you are making a person to move from one place to another, he is said to be abducted. तो abduction के लिए there is no age. Option number D क्या कह रहा है? Person abducted must be a minor. No, for abduction it could be of any person. हम सबका भी abduction हो सकता है because we all are major. Even minor person can be abducted. तो abduction के लिए there is no age. Abduction means जब एक इंसान को एक जगह से हम दूसरी जगह जाने को बोलेंगे, it could be by use of force. Force का इस्तेमाल करके, force could be trivial or grave, or it could be by deceitful means. Suppose if technical staff comes and they say, ma'am, please come this side and listen, और वो मुझे बुलाकर बोलते हैं, मैम हो गया अब आप जाओ. Is it the case that भैया who is there in the technical staff has done abduction of me? Yes, he has nothing. For no reason he has called me there. He has asked me to move from platform to that side, from podium to that side. It is the case of abduction. So कौन सा गलत हुआ? It is the option. So this question also falls in the easy category. So question are such जहाँ पे very easily you'll able to get the minimum marks, just so that you'll be able to qualify it. So passing criteria, I believe you all must be getting, but still we need your response that how your paper went. Yes. Huh. Yes, mixed. Huh. It was of mixed kind. Huh. What they are asking? Ramesh jobs contract. Huh. Applied आया है. It is not that कि they have not asked. Yes, they have asked. But if you apply a bit of the mind, it is there. आप पहुंच जाओगे option तक. For example, there is one question. Ramesh job contract with Miss XYZ bars him from joining any rival software firm in India for 3 years post resignation. But after resigning within 3 years, he joins a competitor, XYZ company, filed a suit to enforce the restrictive clause. Under the Indian Contract Act, what is the legal position? So this is the question which is based on restraint in exercise of legal profession. So any kind of restraint, be it partial or absolute, which is there on a person to carry on lawful profession, trade or business, is to that extent void. उसी पे we have to solve this question. There are statement based question also, जहाँ पे yes, time will be taken, but as if we count the number of the questions, तो जो easy हैं वो ज़्यादा है. और in the previous video में we have explained you that कि पहले आपको पेपर करना कौन सा है. It is easy question which you have to first approach, so that कि जो reasoning वाले questions हैं, for example constitutional law पे भी they have given reasoning वाला question. So for that you need time to appraise that question, and I believe accordingly you must have solved the question so that you can be able to get it. So please be there at 6 p.m. जहाँ पे for every question we will be telling you the probable correct answer for that. Direct article based also question they have asked. For example, they have asked under the Constitution of India, Parliament enacts legislation to implement India's obligation under an international environment agreement. The subject ordinary falls within the state list and no resolution under Article 252 has been passed. The source of Parliament competence would be, so directly they are asking the article number, which very easily you'll be able to do it. Another question which they have asked, under the provision of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, what is the correct range of punishment available to a court for the offense of defamation? So defamation के लिए they are asking the correct form of punishment. So very easily you can locate it from the bare act. अगर आपको नहीं भी याद है कि is it the rigorous imprisonment for 5 years or just the fine or only an apology in open court will work, or it is the simple imprisonment or fine, or it could be both, or even the community service. Like they have asked with respect to CRPC that under section 167 default bail or statutory bail is the right of the accused if the investigation has not been completed. So default bail ki right kab arise hogi? This they have asked. Is it after a fixed period of 30 days for all types of offences? No. Upon the expiry of 120 days, especially for offences against the state? No. C, after 60 days or 90 days, contingent upon the maximum punishment prescribed for the offence? Yes, this is the limit on the expiry of 60 days और द 90 डेज डिपेंडिंग ऑन द ऑफेंस कि वो डेथ सेंटेंस के साथ पनिशेबल है या लाइफ इम्प्रिजमेंट या 10 साल या उससे कम का पनिशेबल है. इफ फॉर दैट ऑफेंसेस इवन द इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज नॉट कंप्लीटेड तो डिफॉल्ट बेल का राइट इज देयर एंड एक्यूज्ड टू बी रिलीज. तो इट इज द ऑप्शन नंबर सी which is correct and too easy to locate it from bare act only from section 167. Another question that is under section 173 of the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, if a officer in charge determines that an investigation is not warranted because the case lacks sufficient gravity, they are legally obliged to notify the informant of this decision within. So how much time period के अंदर it could be notified? They have asked कि under Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam which of the following does not fall under the framework of presumption under section 2 of the BSA? Is it conclusive proof, shall presume, unassailable proof, or maybe? तो it is such question जो आपको पता भी होता है कि it is may presume, shall presume and conclusive proof which they have provided under section 2 subsection 1 clause H में they have provided may presume, in H में it is shall presume, may is given in H, L में it is given in shall का, और B में they have given the conclusive proof. So it is may presume, shall presume and conclusive proof which they have provided in section 2. Section 2 के subsection 1 में, and may presume कहाँ पे दिया है? It has been given under clause H, shall presume has been given in clause L and conclusive proof has been provided in clause B. तो पूछ क्या रहा है आपसे कि कौन सा नहीं दिया है? तो टू इजी conclusive proof तो दिया है in clause B, shall presume L में दिया है, unassailable proof ये तो नहीं दिया है, तो it will be option number C, है ना, unassailable proof. So there are some questions जो directly हो सकते हैं, कुछ directly they have asked कि कहाँ पे terrorist act has been provided as the offense. Yes, so if we see two easy question like terrorist act which has been formally integrated into India's general penal legislation for the first time, किस section में? Too easy to locate. Is it 113 of the BNS? Yes. So this is the first reaction. फिर मिलते हैं आपसे sharp at 6 p.m. with the detailed analysis of the paper. I request you all please be there so that you will have the real evaluation of your paper कि you'll get to know कि how much questions of yours is correct या कौन सा सही हो रहा है कौन सा गलत हो रहा है या yes this you were thinking it was wrong लेकिन वो सही था. So with that we will be meeting at 6 p.m. So thank you for this video. Let's